Who's going further in the Champions League? Arsenal, Liverpool, or Aston Villa? That's the big question on everyone's lips right now. After Liverpool struggled last night with a 1-0 victory over PSG, Arsenal and Aston Villa both won respectively away from home. 7-1 for Arsenal, 3-1 for Aston Villa. But the big question, actually, you know what? Forget Aston Villa. Arsenal, Liverpool, who's going further? I want to know, you want to know, but I think I've got the juicy gossip about it right now. So let's get into the show. I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports. If you're new to the show, like, subscribe, turn that notification on so you don't miss a show every time we upload. Okay, so Tuesday night, Arsenal went to PSV in, my goodness, what a result. 7-1 away from home, the biggest they've had in a knockout phase in Champions League history, and that was Arsenal, toothless Arsenal, the team with no attacking force whatsoever this season, but yet go away from home and secure a 7-1 victory that puts them 6 goals up going into the second leg at the Emirates next Wednesday. And pretty much you can say that Arsenal are all but through, going to go to Madrid and either face Atletico or Real Madrid. It's a tie that's actually quite water-mouthing. Oh, water-mouthing. I can't get my words out. Mouth-watering in all respects, because I think Real Madrid are not going to get through Atletico. The second game's away from home. Atletico know what to do. Atletico know how to get through. And I think it's going to be an Atletico and an Arsenal quarterfinals. Now, that's actually not bad, in my opinion. I don't know what you think, but let me know in your comments below. I think what Arsenal done and shown in the last two games, okay, against West Ham, they were dreadful. Against Nottingham Forest, they actually played good and made people say, oh, they didn't score, they didn't win. So how did they play good? No, what they showed was intent to go there and win, except for Nottingham Forest has done a low block, which made it quite near impossible for Arsenal to get a breakthrough. But PSV, on the other hand, was like, okay, do you know what? It's a knockout stage. We have to go through them as well. They don't have a striker. Let's go at them. And they nearly got the breakthrough when they hit the crossbar, but thanks to Gabriel, he done very well. But then Arsenal just got the breakthrough and they just ran riot afterwards. Like everything was just falling into place. You could say that Mikel Moreno's goal was offside. Okay, but there's still 6 other goals that Arsenal scored, so that goal could have been ruled out. Same as Declan Rice's goal was ruled out, but he was definitely offside. So I'm not get too much into that. Other luck in a world for Arsenal, of course, because Miles Lewis Skelly could have got sent off for his second Booker Ball offence in a matter of minutes from the first Booker Ball. But the referee showed a bit of common sense, and when Arsenal went up there, Verena scored a goal. Mikel Arteta done the sensible thing and hooked his backside, sit down on the touchline, and here comes the one and only Ricardo Calafiore. Of course, he scored Arsenal's magnificent 7. And it was a goal well taken, and people start, doing the stupid thing. Oh, I think Calafiore can go up front. What a finish that was on his weaker foot. We've seen him shoot on his weaker foot because he's done the same thing against Nottingham Forest. He goes forward, he's very dynamic, he gets in the box, and bam, he unleashes. That's not a problem for Calafiore. That sometimes his one-on-one's a bit questionable, but apart from that, he's a decent player. But Arsenal winning 7-1 away from home gives me all the positivity that they can maybe go further up to the semi-finals. And I think maybe that's where it may end. I think they will get through in the second round, or where I say the second round, the quarterfinals, whether it's Real Madrid or Atletico. But even though I said it's Atletico, I think Arsenal can deal with Atletico. The only problem there is first game's at home. Why is that a problem? It kind of puts the emphasis that you need to win that game straight away. You got to be 3, 4 goals up going into the second leg, which is going to be away from home, and then take that to the bank and boom, get yourself into the semi-finals, which will be a marvelous feat. I don't care what Arsenal fans say out there, to get this far, even to the quarterfinals with this current squad. It's amazing. Mikel Arteta has done amazing. His coaching staff has done amazing in the round of 16 to get this far. Go on to get to the quarterfinals. You have to turn around and say, oh, only if. But I will say this, if Arsenal did sign a striker, I don't think that would have been enough and even get to the semis or maybe the finals. That's just my opinion. I think Arsenal still need 2 more pieces, maybe 3 to add to that. But we'll see that in the summer if that makes sense to the Arsenal board, to Arsenal, to Mikel Arteta and to the director of football, whoever that's going to be incoming. Now, that's all that's being said about Arsenal. There's nothing much more. Arsenal are going to be in through to the quarterfinals. I think they're going to play for Atletico Madrid. Mouth-watering game. Simeone against Arteta, and people say, well, now we're going to get taken to school by Simeone and masterclass defense. Oh, listen, let's just wait. Let's just wait on that one, okay? Now, the one I want to really talk about, of course, you guys will be thinking, let's get on to it. Let's just get on to PSG versus Liverpool. Now, that game played yesterday. Liverpool, lucky winners, 1-0. Harvey Elliott, the substitute who came on at the death and scored a goal. But before we get into that, Liverpool, you faced 27 shots, 10 on target. Alisson, my gosh, when people say he's the best in the world, sometimes you can have a great night and that proves why you're the best. But Liverpool heavily relied on Alisson. Liverpool didn't expect this type of PSG. They're more than likely still thinking of the PSG with the Mbappe, the Neymar, and the Messi days. But no, this is a refound PSG. This is a new PSG with a new mentality, with a new sense of siege. When they want to go for you, they will go for you. The only problem is they just wasn't as clinical as they should have been. And the only thing for PSG where they'll be angry is that, when they just faced 2 shots and 1 hit the target, the Harvey Elliott goal, Donnarumma, maybe in my opinion, should have done better with that shot. But that's just taking the credit away from Harvey Elliott, which I don't want to do. But you know what? Damn it, I'm going to do it. I would take credit away from Harvey Elliott. Donnarumma, you should have done better. At least kept your team in the side, just like Alisson did, and you didn't. You fumbled the ball, you fumbled the pasta. What an annoyance that is, because PSG were just cooking Liverpool. And there's no Liverpool fans out there that can turn around and say, well, that's why we're so good, because we can, stand the test of time and get through all this. No, you were very, very lucky. Okay, PSG had a goal ruled offside. Offside is offside, and I get it. The calf muscle was flagged. Fine. Okay, you got lucky with that. But I don't think the second leg at Anfield is going to be what people think it is. That because Liverpool are at home, and we know you hear that stupidness of Anfield, the Champions League night on a European night is totally different than the FA Cup, the Premier League, the Carabao Cup. It's a special atmosphere. Now, I haven't experienced it, don't get me wrong, so I shouldn't be the one to commentate on it. But damn it, I will commentate and tell around and say Liverpool are more than likely going to go out in the second round. I think PSG are going to come back when they go to Anfield next Tuesday, and they're going to give Liverpool a right walloping, because maybe that performance out there in Paris show Liverpool, listen, we're better than you. We're going to show you we're better than you. And even on the night we were better than you, but you just got lucky with that 1 goal. And let's be truthful about it. They were lucky with that 1 goal. The fact that they come away and go back to Anfield with a 1-0 lead, the tie is in their hands. That they are 1 step foot into the quarterfinals. Granted, they are. And maybe my unbiased head needs to actually just be there and say, you know what? And I say unbiased, that's not true. It's kind of biased for Liverpool to go out. But let's just be unbiased for the moment. Liverpool more than likely will go through against Paris Saint-Germain. I was just going off on a rant there because I want Liverpool to go out, because they're more than likely going to win the Premier League over Arsenal. But wouldn't it be fitting if Liverpool actually went out of the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain at Anfield? That would be a telling sign. Would that then start saying, okay, the walls are about to fall off for the Premier League? Are they then going to lose to Newcastle in a Carabao Cup final, even though Newcastle don't have an Anthony Gordon? But they should have, surprise, surprise, a fit Alexander Isak, who's not worth 150 million, in my opinion. So, what's your thoughts? Do you think Liverpool are going to go all the way to the quarterfinals? Touch on Aston Villa. They beat Club Brugge 3-1 away from home. Yep. They're going to go through to the quarterfinals, no doubt about it. But will Liverpool face Aston Villa in the next round? That's the big question. And if they do, who's going to win that one? Villa or Liverpool? Will Emery do a masterclass? But I don't really want to touch on Aston Villa. I just want to touch on Arsenal versus Liverpool. I think Arsenal will go further in the Champions League over Liverpool. And of course, I'm going to say that because now my biased damn hat is on, and I'm saying that with all chest. What's your thoughts? Leave your comments below in this section. Was Liverpool lucky enough to come away with a 1-0 victory over Paris Saint-Germain? Does Arsenal and Arteta deserve a lot of praise for their 7-1 heroic win over PSV? And yet people will say it's only PSV. Okay, it's PSV with a full squad. It's Arsenal with a depleted squad. Get that in your head. Even Arsenal fans, get that in your head. A depleted Arsenal squad went away from home with no recognised striker and still won 7-1. They have secret weapons now, which are now being exposed. Ethan Ranieri is the man. We know it. You know it. Let's get on board. Can't wait to the quarterfinals draw. Okay, I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports.